സർവസ്യാർത്തിഹരായൈ നമഃ. ഓം സർവമംഗളായൈ നമഃ. ഓം മംഗളപ്രദായൈ നമഃ. ഓം മംഗളാർഹായൈ നമഃ. ഓം മഹാദേവ്യൈ നമഃ. ഓം സർവമംഗളദായിന്യൈ നമഃ. ഓം സർവാന്തരസ്ഥായൈ നമഃ. ഓം സർവാത്മരൂപിണ്യൈ നമഃ. ഓം നിരഞ്ജനായൈ നമഃ. ഓം ചിച്ഛക്തിയൈ നമഃ. ഓം ചിന്മയായൈ നമഃ. ഓം സർവവിദ്യായൈ നമഃ. ഓം സർവവിധായിന്യൈ നമഃ. ഓം ശാന്തിയൈ നമഃ. ഓം ശാന്തികര്यै നമഃ. ഓം സൗമ്യായൈ നമഃ. ഓം സർവശാന്തിവിധായിന്യൈ നമഃ.
All right, before I start this live, I owe someone a shout out. I want to say his name right. Yeah. A lot of good stuff happened today. Peter Photopoulos. Much love, man. Wrote me a very good comment. It could have been a bad comment too. However, this comment he gave me was very gratifying. So, wow. Where do I begin? I'm going to talk about demons and the truth about demons. I'm understanding a little more the complexity of your whatever you're doing. It's complicated. And it's not to trespass upon what our ancestors have done. It's just simply to go deeper with the demon stuff and not just the meditation and the good things that just come out of it. You know what I'm saying? You just do all this stuff, and then the next thing you know, you're enlightened, or you're a better person, or you're healthier. We need to relax that a little bit. I pray to God the subscriber with 678 comes today or tonight, because let's review yesterday's live. So in my chat room, let me get the name, because I'm a bit loopy from chronic pain. It's all right. This guy right here. The Truth Path 678, okay? So he's been following me for a while, or she, I don't know. And I was like, yeah, man, did I ever show you my 678 paranormal numerology? And they were like, I don't believe you did. So in yesterday's video, I showed him 678 is a screenshot for a photo of the actor who played Shani, the Lord of Deeds, Saturn. Okay. Then I showed him a car. Well, what happened today when I went to the bread garden? Shout out bread garden. Yeah, you know what I mean? Iowa City. Co-ops are good people. Overpriced, they gotta get their money. Better than Walmart. Target, you know, just be careful. I go to this co-op, and it's windy outside, it's freezing, and I'm like, oh hell, my body's shutting down, it's doing the weird Mortal Kombat, but I'm, you know me, pushing through it, doing it for the dead animals you walk by, for the suicidal, for the cancer patient who's terminal, right? The one who's going to die in an accident tonight, the one who's going to give it up and kill themselves, sadly. I could feel that. So I'm in the co-op, and I ordered, I don't know, I think a chai tea and a pastry. Now, here is what the subtotal was. What are the odds? The next day? Now, before I show you this, I want you to be very clear with what my channel is about. My channel is not about talking. There are wonderful channels about, for example, yoga, Hinduism, ancient wisdom, numerology, even Pythagoras, tarot, birth chart readings. These are all great. This goes kind of beyond that. This shows you evidence that if you keep going with whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it, you are going to create, dare I say, your own religion. I have created a religion with numbers and orbs. Oh, yeah. And it's not this typical religion in which there are a lot of rules and stuff. No, this is about what do you have? What do you know? What don't you know? How open are you? Let's play. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's agree to agree. So I'm going to show you the work that your creators do live through me. No credit from me. This is a rental. You understand me? This is a rental from what made Venus, in which she visits my house. Wow. I mean, in so many unique ways. And I have to work for it sometimes, and I'm exhausted. And then an orb flies, and I'm like, wow. It's so motivating. Okay. 678. Shut up, Jay, and show us. It's unbelievable. You got to save these videos. Download these videos to MPV, whatever it is, format. What does the MPV stand for? Mars, Mercury, Moon, P, Pluto, V, Venus. Your TV conveniently has T and V. Well, who would that? Taurus and Venus, where she rules, my sign? I'm just playing around, right? I'll show you the power of Venus, and it's not a game. Here it is, son of a gun. Taxable value, today. I will show you the date of the receipt. Before Thanksgiving. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Wow. 678. Okay, I bought 2 items. Now watch the other video. This is an expansion upon the creator. So now I'm going to ride this live based on the omens I'm receiving. So many of us might not understand the way that I talk, the way that I do my thing. You may have your ideas of what you think my orbs are. All this, that's cute. You cannot debunk this. You can't really just say, oh, it's a coincidence. But I'm constantly manifesting it. It'd be one thing if once in a while, but I'm doing it like consistently, not even thinking about it. I'm not doing any ritual to get these numbers. I'm just get up, manifest an orb, watch the sun, talk to it, talk to y'all, sit down, a lot of pain, a lot of joy. Boom. Next thing you know, a number, an orb. What else is there? What else do you need to see? And let's remind ourselves what this video is also about. I'm gonna get it all done real quick. And I can do it just in my apartment. I don't have to go to Tibet, India, Egypt, Africa, all these places that you consider sacred, ancient China places in Japan. It's all here. This is about this. What you see beside my face. Yeah, my phone is cracked, so what? It's called phone rage. This thing right here, a little dot there. Yeah, a little flying white creamy dot. Yeah. You can watch that video below. It's a short one. So before I get into this video, this live, I have to explain the process I went through to manifest that. So I got up Sat down. I started off with my Krishna and Radharani sheet over my head, because a lot of the times the orbs like that. Nothing came. I was like, interesting. Like, nothing at all. But yesterday when I did it, it was like, it's okay. I put that back. I get my other shirt, Hindu shirt, put it on my Krishna. I'm doing my thing. Nothing really going on yet. Okay. We go to Shiva. I'm talking, and then something came. I have that video. A really tiny one appeared, and I'm like, okay, we're getting warm. Then I put Ganesha. I don't know what I'm doing. By the way, I never know when it's going to come, how. It's out of my control as the creator. I'm sitting there with the elephant god, and sure enough, even before I opened my mouth, like you can watch the video, it's 9 seconds. It's incredible. And clearly, it's an intelligent, highly intelligent, only visits those who are very up there, no ego. I'm not the only one who has these. So where are the orb people at? You should be emailing me. rawzen617@gmail.com. Let's have our own, I don't know, X-Men and women, or they, X-they. So I'm sitting there with the Ganesha shirt, and then I'm like, wow, I didn't say anything, and it just went. So it started off as a circle, if you watch it. Then it becomes a little drip. Then it becomes a circle. Then it becomes a flash. That's how you know it's not a particle or dust or a reflection. They don't behave like that. I mean, to my understanding, it can't be that simple. Wow. Anyhow, I'd be amazed if anyone comes up in here today. It's okay. You don't have to. I'm just doing this for the creator, doing this for Shiva, doing this for the other video. I'm going to keep things in sync, always in a flow, A, B, C, D, so y'all can see that this channel, before it gets taken down, or whatever happens to me, whatever, it's okay. Tomorrow's not promised. This channel showed you the evidence of what everyone else is talking about in your community of truth. No ego. But this channel is showing you what Pythagoras was doing back in ancient time. I am Pythagoras today. So are you. Except Pythagoras sold out and became a ball earther. Strange. Anyways. So I had a very interesting conversation today with one of my coworkers who's also seeing the bullshit, trying to figure it out, okay? It's the ones that have a very intense life. Like, who hasn't, right? Anyhow, so he mentioned space, and he goes to me, are you one of those kind of people that doesn't believe in space, bro? Because see, he was already disappointed. And I'm like, this is not really going to go well, because he already started off with that, like, listen, whatever you think you know, even if it's backed up with good stuff, this is just relax. Listen to me carefully. Whatever you think you know, and then you want to challenge or ask someone something, do it humbly and chill out. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're setting the conversation up to be, oh, you're one of those, I might have to put a foot in that ass with consciousness and just break down the way. Come on, man. I don't want to do that to you. Let's just be chill. This is my homie, and he kind of got like, he was a little bit like, like, oh, you must be fucking crazy. I could tell. And I said, my brother, and he got what I said, because I think like children, and I don't want to waste time. I said to him, honey, we're already in the space. We're in the middle of it, honey. We're in a dome. And then he wanted to get into this whole like, oh, you're a flat earther. Oh, okay. And then he was like, so this is where I got confused by him. This one knows about chemtrails. He knows about all the lies, the corruption. For some reason, when it comes to space, science, and the shape of the earth, woke people who are seeing the Illuminati even will call you crazy if you don't believe in any of those things, the ball or the space thing, which is a part of the Illuminati mind control. So I had to break it down to him. I said, listen, man, I'm not really even a part of the flat earth movement because they're rude too. They've been nasty to me. They've made fun of the way that I see the earth. And I'm like, okay. Real shit. I told him, I said, honey, the earth And the 5 platonic solids is a hexahedron, a square. You have square miles and square inches. You can't have that on a perfect circle. The word globe and earth mean 2 different things. Fact. Earth means a planet, plane, flat. A globe means a perfect circle, which is not the same thing. So you can get them with that. So I'm telling him this stuff. He's kind of hearing me. He's like, yeah, that makes kind of sense. But why would they do that? It's like, why, bro? Then he kind of got a little bit mad. It's like, why would they make up space? And what does it matter about the earth? And I'm like, okay, slow down, bro. I said, is there legal poison right now in fast food? Is your water poisoned? Why is that happening? Is there corruption in your water and your food and all the things you were told? And he goes, yeah. I said, slow down. I said, think about this now. I'm an earthling and so are you. Earth. The best way to mind control someone is to have them spinning around, of course, chasing something chaotic, order through chaos, not grounded, basically. They want us to not be grounded. And he kind of started to hear me. But he had a bit of this aggressive, like, rah! He's very much into science and quantum physics. That's okay. You got to let go of science if you want to be woke. I'm sorry. You got to let go of all the measurements and the particles and even the Einstein stuff. You got to be your own Einstein, dude. Like, go beyond, man. It's our day. Go beyond your scientist. How do you do that? This person I'm talking to, by the way, ayahuasca. Got good stuff. He hooks me up. This guy's done ayahuasca and still believes in a globe, I think, and space. I find it interesting. You can trip out and see other realms. And you're doing it from the bark of a tree, which is here, not in space. So space is here. The things that you can take come from nature to get out of the earth and to go beyond would be a tree. Okay? Not in a spaceship. That's a lie. Astronaut. Once again, not astrology. Playing with it. I told him that. It kind of hurt me. But he still was like, I just don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Why would they even want to do that? It doesn't make any sense at all. I'm like, it does make sense to give you Star Wars, special effects. I said, I don't believe that space is what is shown in movies. Told him that, right? I said, no. Mm-mm. But he believes in the moon landing being fake. So I don't know. It's complicated, this world that we live in. It's very complicated. People are kind of getting it and then not getting it. And then they want to like talk to you maybe, and then you talk to them back, and then this energy becomes kind of up and down and you don't really know where to go. So it's almost exhausting. Like, what do you do with these people? These people. So the point of this video really, though, is about the truth about demons. Let's break down the word demon. A lot of you were confused, especially you Christians. I'm going to call them fake Christians, who I love. Relax. What do you mean by fake, Jay? I take my faith seriously. Of course you should. But I take mine too, boo-boo. But my faith is in sunlight and moonlight, in nature, in natural elements, where yours is just one day on Sunday or Saturday, if you're a Jew or a Muslim, maybe on a Friday, and a book and someone teaching you how to do it. No one taught me this. And I know it better than all of y'all who believe in something. No ego. Props to Venus for that, who made me. But who made Venus? And what made the thing that made Venus? Now, the word demon. Demolition. Slow it down, Jay. Start slow. Demonstrate. Okay. Demon. Monday. Aman. Patwa. Demon. Damon. Matt Damon. His name means demon. It's okay, guys, girls. Hey. Da and mon, moon, Monday, day of the moon. Da, da. Data? Who's the Father who art in heaven? And in the prayer, Christian, I'm going to ask a Christian that. Who is actually the Father in heaven that they're acknowledging? If you know your stuff, go to etymology. Jupiter is the Father, dispenser of rain. Who are they speaking about in the heaven? And where is Jupiter? Is the sky the heaven where the stars are? You have nowhere to go. Is it your father, your Pope, that likes little boys and girls for breakfast? Wow. You all fund that guy a lot, don't you? Who is dressing in a skirt in the Vatican. Now, unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Demon. Okay. Jay, slow it down. Da. Be your father. But slow it down, Jay. You didn't really hear me because it's all about women too. Father has her. Father. So da could be Diana. And mon. The moon is prime for demon worship. And your Church of Satan will tell you this. Your Anton LaVey fans will tell you this. Your Aleister Crowley fans will tell you this. These people who are secret know this. The sun is used, don't get me wrong, but the moon is unique as it shines in the blackness where a lot of things happen in the forest with rituals, okay, that you'll never see. Anyways, is that it though, Jay? No, there's much more. But give me a second here. Jay, you said a second, but it's going to take you at least a few seconds. So are you a shill, Jay? Yeah, I am. Is that okay with you? But I'm a shill with shillings. You like the shillings and the shill? Yeah, okay. I'm a shill that's going to wake your ass up. Yeah. I'm preparing for you. That's why I'm wearing a black hoodie. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go. I don't need to go that long. This one might be shorter than 2 hours because it's Thanksgiving Eve and everyone is doing Thanksgiving turkey things, and that is totally cool. But this video had to be done, so I'm just going to get it done just to sort of fulfill my legacy. I have a legacy here. If you watch all of my videos, you can just see the synchronicities with subscribers, numbers, wisdom. We're doing it. It's incredible. We're doing a dance. This channel, I believe, is the channel that actually has the evidence for those who don't believe, in my opinion. Anyways, demon. Okay, so now let's go to India. If you want to see my recent post, I made a collage with all this truth. And there was really nowhere to go. And it's interesting to me because I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is going on here? So we go to India first. So in India, which a lot of you Christians in America don't research because it's not your thing. Shukra, Shukra, I've said it before, is the guru of demons. But he's worshipped like a god, and they do yoga for this guy in India. Like perfectly, never cursed, don't drink, don't do porn, don't waste their minerals and shit. Meditate all day. They will meditate to the one who was about debauchery and demons. I'm thinking, okay, but they never go and experience that because they're not supposed to, of course, because they're walking the path. However, there's an individual who doesn't walk the path, who is one of your gods, the Navagrahas. Venus is Shukra, the morning star, the guru of demons, a man body in India. Let's break this down now. The truth about demons. To confirm what I was saying from yesterday. Okay? And look up what I'm saying. Don't take my word for it. Buddha. A lot of y'all don't research enough, especially a lot of you, even you Buddhists who I love. You know, nothing personal. I'm not battling here. But if you're going to join something, you have to know the origins of it and understand the complexity of it. Otherwise, you're just kind of half cooked there. Okay. The Buddha did not become enlightened from a tree only. Okay. Buddha became enlightened after seeing the morning star rise, Venus. In India, the guru of demons. And Buddha is from Nepal, close to India, apparently. Okay. And the Buddhists have taken from Hinduism. We know this. So let's just slow down here. Buddha is known to get rid of the demons and to put them in their place or convert them in some situations. Yes or no? But mostly you would see Buddha as someone that would not like to hang around demons. Obviously, because they're noisy, they're distracting, they want you to do all this crazy stuff, right? So Buddha's about stillness, right? And empty yourself. Then you have Jesus. Here I go. Revelation 22:16. I am the morning star. That was an orb. Did you see it? It was a tiny one. It was like, wonderful. We're on fire here. So let's get it clear. So Jesus is acknowledging him and herself as a transgender, because Venus is also Aphrodite. Right? In Greece, that's India, Nepal, Greece, and you fake Christians who call it paganism astrology, or that you call my orbs demons. I've seen someone do that to me. That was hilarious. What's funny about this, and you know, I love these kinds of Christians. So there are Christians that want to get animated and they carry the cross around and they have the books and stuff in the Bible. That's cool. You know what I mean? And they want to kind of convert you. So I was walking one day in Iowa City, you know, downtown, and I was, you know, just socializing. And I saw these men. I saw a guy carrying the cross. So I approached them, really chill, didn't say anything to him. I was like, yo, what's up? They're like, hey. They had that God energy, right? I said, hey, what's up? Let's talk. You know what I mean? Let's connect. And how are you doing this? I said, well, I'm in a lot of pain. They said, what kind of pain are you in? Like on a scale from 1 to 10, what is it? I said, a 20. They said, oh, we better pray for you. And after we pray for you, you'll feel better. Okay. So they held my hand, right? Did a whole prayer. The pain didn't go away. But you know what he asked me? He said, how's your pain feeling now? Would that not be magic? Would that not be devil worship? You can fix my pain? And you ain't Jesus. You a regular person. Okay. You see where I'm going here? That would be kind of like demonic. He didn't fix my pain. So we kept talking. It was cool. We kept going. And then the Bible thing came out and he wanted to tell me how the Bible saved him from porn and alcohol. And I'm like, cool. No problem. Awesome. I'm listening to him. He's like, yeah, I'm saved now, you know, and he kept going on about just him and being saved. And he was trying to like pull me in, right? So I'm listening to him and I said, Are you familiar with the verse Revelation 22:16 where Jesus calls himself the morning star? Another orb. Wow. Om Namah Shivaya. That one was incredible. Are you seeing these little? Okay. I don't even need an audience. I've got the creator. I've got the orbs. Everything is in sync here, man. Take these videos seriously. Save them to your MPV format. Trust me. Not for me, for the future. Okay. And when I asked him that, if he knew that verse, his face went blank, right? He was like, no, I don't know that verse. I was like, it's in the Bible, in which you're promoting to me. So you try to heal me on some evangelist stuff, didn't work. Some magic there you were doing. Then I'm telling you about a verse that you don't know about, and you're just blank. And so you just kind of pushed it away, like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, wow. Strange, right? So, I mean, all Christians, whenever I show them the Morning Star verse, they don't know what to do with it. They just like, it's like their first time having sex. It's like, I'm looking at them like, are you okay? Okay, now, it gets better. So I showed this guy a video of my orbs. I showed him one where I'm sitting here and one formed in the corner during a live. It was a perfect white disc. Unreal. Om Namah Shivaya. So I played in the video. I said, I want to show you something. He goes to me, oh yeah, man, that's demons. That's demons. I said, really? I said, do you consider animals being killed for food demonic? He goes, no. And now his whole entourage got really proud there. They're like, nope, that's okay. I'm like, really? Then I asked him, do you eat meat, sir? He goes, no. I said, okay. Wondering why, because you clearly probably know that slaughter and murder are the same word. That makes your hamburger, and Jesus was a shepherd. And if you kill the thing that your hero promoted, that's demonic. Let's go in the other way. And when I said that, they walked away. They couldn't talk to me anymore. They were like, yeah, we're done with this guy. Would the Christ give up? Jesus? Or would he be like, wow, yeah, this one understands me. So that's where you live today. This is where we live. We live in a world where like these humans now decide to join something or become enlightened by something. And they might even travel all the way to that part of the world and speak that language and learn the culture and get it all right and be good at it and still be missing some things. So what I'm saying is this. Clearly, you need your demons in order to be enlightened, not just hate them and kill them. Jay, why are you covering your joint? Woo! Okay. There is some interesting stuff. Did y'all see that? There's no one in my chat room right now. It's too bad, man. So before I started smoking, little orbs were moving from here. You can see them for sure. Not dust. It's not lint. Nothing's okay. Look, God, look. It's not my hair. Nothing's flying that, right? Okay, they just came. Now, I blew some smoke and something appeared that was not smoke. And then I saw a little orb fly. That was fire. I saw that one. That would be the ash. Okay. And it might have been, by the way. I don't know. I'm just saying. When these things happen, let's just be aware of them, because there might be moments in this video where we're going to see some stuff that's just not human. And I'm grateful for that. I've done several lives where things have appeared anyhow. What I'm saying is this, and it should make sense. You have to have an adversary to have the hero. Okay? When you have a fight, for example, boxing match, MMA, you have to have an opposer. Correct? Okay. And one might be righteous and like a good dude, and one might be a rude asshole, just really rude and muscles and ready to break you in half. What is that? Who is the opponent? Even in sports, you're playing against a team. What I'm saying is demons, angels. They're doing it every day for you. Your religion is the same thing. It requires the low frequency, all this stuff that we call devil worship, it requires that to then be enlightened and rise from it, be aware of it. I'm not saying become that only. I'm saying bathe in everything, man, within reason, or you're half cooked. Because I'll come into your little Zen Buddhist sangha. Wonderful. I love Zen Buddhists. I knew one, and I would drop knowledge on her about her own belief system, and just whoop. I'm like, really? You went all the way to meet, what's his name? Thich Nhat Hanh. Rest in peace. Okay. Beautiful man. Wonderful. Didn't eat meat, very, very focused monk. Okay, we know. Famous. She went all the way to his retreat and met him and all that, and, did the whole meditation thing and emptied herself to then not know that the Buddhism and Zen Buddhism is Buddha was enlightened by a demon guru in the sky. Fact, Lucifer. Etymology, and Satan and Diana the moon is Lucifer, morning star. Didn't get it, but she knew all about empty yourself and the path of righteousness and consciousness, and she had these books that she wanted to give me, and I don't need to read any more books. I am being visited by the things that make your book. Spirits. No ego here. I am not perfect. I don't have to be. I don't come off as perfect. Okay. So, but I am a perfect creation because of Venus and Mercury. Wonderful conversation now. BUDH, this is going to be a lot of reviewing because a lot of you got to get caught up here. Bud, B-U-D-H, that was an orb. Did you see it? Notice the smoke and how it moves. And then notice when an orb forms and rises. I'm demonstrating to you what a light worker should really show you. A light worker, what does that word mean? My orbs are white and they appear from nowhere and they shapeshift. This is light working for real. Some of you are fake. I know that. You're getting your money. Okay. These are all people who are good at networking. They're good at publicizing themselves. They're good at marketing themselves. They're good at making T-shirts and cups, and it's good, but it's not deep enough. You're half cooked. You need to relax. You're missing something. Before anyone says light worker, I want to see why you're a light worker. I want to see proof. I want to see light come out of your hand. I got a video, no ego, where a huge beam of light came out of my finger. I will play that for you, just to show you what I'm dealing with. I'm just going to review. This is going to be reviewing. Nothing new under the sun. It's all about syncing things together and solidifying my legacy to Venus, not my ego, and to Shiva, not my ego. I'm not a Hindu. I don't have a guru. I respect all that. I'm changing the game and showing you don't have to be a bloodline perfect. traveling somewhere and getting tattoos and henna and great, getting a statue. Now you're enlightened. You're, what up, the Sute? And now you're enlightened. And now you just know it all from taking a trip when your backyard has the same thing. Here's a video. This is incredible. This is not from my ego. It really is not. I could be that kind of guy. Yeah, you know. Let's hold on. Let's rewind that. That was a fast flash of light out of the finger. Come on, man. Does anyone have a video like that? Joe Rogan? Let's go. Terrence Howard, the great, now he's woke and has plans for Africa to save energy. And okay, wonderful artist. I can decode his artwork. It's orbs. Those circles he's making, mandalas. It's wonderful. Geometry. Okay. But he should be giving credit to Venus and not himself. What sign is Terrence Howard? Hold on, let me just see real quick. I'm just curious. Oh, he's a Pisces. Oh, shame. What up there, D. Wavine? He's a Pisces. It's Terrence Howard. Now, we know Terrence Howard has now woken up, apparently, and is snitching on actors, apparently. He's still doing this. We know Terrence Howard went on Joe Rogan, right? With a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, you're a Pisces. Wonderful. He had a whole bunch of stuff to show, you know what I mean? And it was interesting. Okay, I'm cool with it. No problem. I'm open. Famous or not famous. However, I do believe that he mentioned he wrote something to Neil deGrasse Tyson where he said, yeah, your theories are as old and as dead as the flat earth theory. He's a glober. He fucked up there. Got to be careful, Terrence. We know you're acting, though. You got to be careful. And Terrence is just one example. We love Terrence. It's never too late, Terrence, to repent. Pent, 5. Pentagram. Venus rules that number. She makes a pentagram around the sun every 8 years, Terrence. I didn't hear you say that, which is where your artwork comes from. His artwork is wonderful. No problem. Where did it come from? That should be his basis, not his, before I was an actor, I was into science and geometry and figuring shit out, and now I'm going to battle Neil, who's an actor himself. There's no real credit, his background. He's an actor. We know this. It's okay. He's good at it. Terrence is a Pisces, where Venus rules, and Saturn, no, pardon me, and Jupiter, excuse me. Jupiter and Venus there. The father and mama, or husband and wife. I've never heard Terrence say, all respect to Venus, my sign, for doing. No. So I thought of this. I'm going to challenge you. This is the ego now. This is why you're all sick. This is why you debunk and why you become a troll and why you want to call me mental health names. You want to give me Jesus to save me. You don't know what it is. And I'm ready for you to do that. And I will put you down like the dog you put down because you didn't know how to heal it, so you just killed it. Or the horse that was injured, you just put it down. You didn't think about using your urine or something to heal the horse, help it get up again. Nope, it's down, got to kill it. We know you do this. You give up and just kill stuff, humans. Is that what Christ would do? Would Jesus or Allah? Krishna do that? Spot on, Judd. Just playing the script handed to them. Yeah, man. And God bless Terrence Howard and all these people for trying to wake up and mess around with what I'm doing. Exactly. Yes, you get it. It's simple. I'm going to speak your language. I'm very cerebral, but I got to find a way to focus it on you. Okay? Now, who does Venus get along with? Terrence Howard. I'm going to educate you, honey. Okay, you've been doing that. You got a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Shame on you. Here's another great example. Terrence Howard got a star, wonderful, in Hollywood. Bent over, kissed it, gave a wonderful speech, handsome guy, slick, well-dressed. His shirt was a bit feminine. The gay rituals, so it's okay. Oh, another orb. It's a faint one. You see it? Anyone saw that one? It was, whoop, it's got to watch. I never know how they're going to come, and they're always different. They're faint, very clear. Sute. IQ is low with MJ. It's such a lonely life having a high IQ, bro. I see your patience, brother. Of course. Now, while you see these celebrities on the star, Terrence Howard messed up right there. The first thing he should have said on the microphone to the people on the sidewalk was, that star that I kissed is the pentagram, the pentagon, the penthouse. Woo! Yes, the goddess of sex. That Venus makes around the sun every 8 years. It's called the petals of Venus. And if you look at it, it's exactly like Terrence Howard's art. You know? It's called an arabesque in Islam. An arabesque. That is a ballet step in French, if you look it up. I used to dance. I'm a nightmare for a lot of these. If you're going to wake up to, please come to my channel. Not for me. Just come. Come for Venus. Come for miracles. Seriously, I'm experiencing them right now. They're popping up here and there. So, where's the respect to the stars? Oh, but you're a star, Terrence. Rock star, rap star. Not you and me, the fan. Star has 5 points. Every human has a head, two. There was another tiny orb. Every human has a head, 2 arms, and 2 legs. 5 points. Hence, downtown South Carolina is called 5 points. Also in Atlanta, it's called 5 points. What would make that? And how they make the geography for your city. You give no respect to the stars because you call it pseudoscience. Because you think it's on the back of a newspaper only, the zodiac. You're reading. It's a fortune teller, getting your money. And they do that. It's only that. It's a birth chart reading. Astro. Astronomy and astrology had astro in the beginning, and they're related. And they should both be respected the same way, but they're not. This is why a lot of us are sick, and that's why I'm here, I believe, to just dance with your sickness. I can be sick too. I have chronic pain. I have issues and things floating in my head all the time. I'm trying to figure it out, and it's not easy. Doesn't have to be. Shouldn't be easy. So, let's now rewind. Moonwalk, or sunwalk, or Ewalk to what I'm saying. The Buddha's the most relaxed person, chilled out. Watch the morning star that makes a pentagram for your Church of Satan to do rituals and help them too. She will help the dark people. Y'all don't get it clear enough in astrology. Be very clear with your birth chart readings. You must tell the person who you're doing the reading for, these stars go both ways. This is not an Illuminati. I'm not an agent. I'm doing it for a reason. You truthers who go too far. I'm not a Freemason. I'd love to battle one. Bring me a Freemason. Scientist. Wonderful. Even a woke person. Whatever you call yourself. Let's go. I'm here. So, When you know that, and your life starts to unfold, and you start to see you're doing good things, but your childhood wasn't so good, most of you. Why? Everyone's childhood sucked. Alcohol, drugs, sexual abuse, we know. Getting yelled at, getting punished. A favorite son, you're not my favorite. Jimmy's my favorite. I don't like Jeffrey. Or Becky is my favorite daughter, not Amanda. That's messed up. And they'll all pay for that in karma. Okay? You're growing up now from that, you know what I'm saying? That would be the demon. A stink bug just like did a boomerang jump onto my keyboard. I love stink bugs. And they only live about a few weeks. They'll die in my house. They're just always excited. They love electronics. You should be asking yourself, why are things from nature coming into your house and jumping on artificial shit more than natural shit? I have plants in here, but they're always by the light and the lamp. They don't really fuck around with my leaves too much. They don't care about this stuff. Right? My tobacco leaves, nope, they're never in there. They could be, they should be, it's nature. Nope, they're on artificial stuff. They love it. Okay. There's something to what we have. I have put God in your phone. I have put orbs in a phone. I have put orbs into technology in which technology is being stolen from orbs and stars. You will never know how they do it. It's a secret. It goes beyond Freemasonry. It was before Freemasonry, manifesting, listen to me, through a human body, a heavenly body. We all have this. Of course we should. Your life's unfolding, you're getting older, good things are happening, you get betrayed, bad things, you were really healthy, cross the street, hit by a car, you lose your legs now, but you were a good person, went to church, you never cursed, didn't watch porn, didn't do drugs, okay. Always gave stuff. Something happened to you. Demon, angel. Were you aware of both? You weren't. You weren't taught that. What were you taught? Read this book and it'll be okay. Watch this movie. It'll be okay. Listen to this speaker. Okay. You see I'm going here. You were not given the platform to understand what you're praying to. So you're praying incorrectly. And it's okay. I'm here to help you pray correctly. How do you pray correctly? Before you say hallelujah, I'm not a Freemason, by the way. Hi, I see you there, truther. I know. This is a mudra. Some of y'all go too far in the truth with this doom and gloom shit. Before you say hallelujah, Allahu Akbar. Muslims, there's a whole chapter in the Quran called At-Tariq, Venus in Arabic. There's a star and a moon as the flag. Who could it be? Who likes the moon? Taurus has the moon exalting and Venus the star together. Your Allah's a cow. It's an animal. You know, you're eating it. I see a lot of Muslims that will, no pork, red meat, no judgment, out of shape, big belly. I've seen them just full of protein, but no pork. It's discrimination. It's unhealthy. It's unholy. But the cow, yeah, that's strange. Because red meat will kill you fast, like pork, which is in the category of red meat. It's acidic. Does Allah want you, no judgment, Allahu Akbar, does Allah want you to clog your arteries? And I've seen Muslims eating donuts, Dunkin' Donuts, with the Quran, okay, you know, doing their prayer thing, but they're still kind of not connected. Okay. Before you say Allahu Akbar, hallelujah, you Jews, shalom. What is Venus in Hebrew? Noga. Look up what I'm saying. Noga. Noga. So yoga came first, honey. You beautiful Jew. And what your savior's not here yet. Your savior's in the sky, boo-boo. Your savior made your brain. Made your synagogue. Designed. It's all sacred. Where's the respect before you say shalom? What should you be doing, Jew? I'm going to help you all out. You Buddhists too. You Buddhists, bless you. I've not seen one, and this is not, I could be wrong, but I do a lot of YouTube research. A lot of well-known monks, Buddhists, you know what I mean? I don't really hear a lot about Venus, Morning Star, enlightening Buddha. Bodhi Day is the birthday of the Buddha in May, where Venus, the morning star, rules. Shukra, guru of demons, Venus in India. Do the math. Jesus, morning star, Revelation 2:16. Boom, you Buddhists. Before you meditate, in my opinion, and you do all this great stuff, the bells and the shaving of the head and leaving society, do you acknowledge Venus first? Who gave you Buddha? Who is Mercury in Sanskrit? Bud. Look up what I'm saying. B-U-D-H. Same thing. William is Bill. Buddha is Mercury. Now, who does Venus get along with in astrology? As below, so above. Who don't you get along with? What kinds of people don't you like and don't like you? Why does that happen to you? They're all constellations in a body. Like it or not, believe in it or not, no problem. Your stars will believe in you. Now, Venus gets along with Mercury and Saturn, mostly. Look at it. Okay. Why? Venus hates the sun. Jupiter, it's complicated, not so much of a fan of Jupiter. Just Mercury, today, Wednesday, day of Mercury, and Saturn. Now, when you have Venus beside Jupiter in Pisces, I would believe that's her trying to resolve her issues with daddy. It's a very good house. It's a house, I believe, of, well, I didn't like you. I don't really like you. You're annoying and shit. But wait a minute, you've turned it around. Well, wait, you got a lot more to you. I'm going to give you another chance. There's many sides to Venus. You put her in Taurus, she is not the same as Pisces. Or Libra. It's different, but they're connected. What is she doing in Taurus? Let's go to the bar. The mechanical bull? Yeah? Okay. A lot of you women, you're grinding on it, right? You're getting a shot of whiskey, you're riding the bull. She's riding the bull. The Taurus field. Taurus. That surrounds the earth and comes out of your heart. Where have you been? She's riding that. So she's starting a cycle for you after Aries. Easy. She's riding. She's the rider. Aries is the fighter who jumps on the ride. Without Venus, you ain't got no ride. So anyways, what is Venus doing in Taurus, my son? May 14th. She's riding the bull. The bull's got horns. Is the bull a bit crazy and wild and might break shit and maybe she's a little bit naughty? That's why she has the moon to keep her in check. Another bitch, her grandmother, needs to be on her because Venus is sneaky. She's up in the morning only, outshining every other star, being a badass. How many friends you know behave like this, the badass? Upstage. Okay. There she is, doing this to the sun. The sun's like, sorry, honey, thank you, but I'm going to fade you out. Then she comes back when it sets and says, hi, sun. There's a fuck you dance, go part of my language, going on in astrology. Just watch the sky. Are they all getting along up there? Is it just stars or just things shining on you? There's demons up there and angels as below as well. You've got demonic angels that can help you. How many fucking crime movies? People wake your ass up. Law and Order. CSI Miami. Where they're trying to crack a case. And they go to the city. Who's the first person they interview to get the dirt? The drug dealer. The homeless person. The one going through it. The gangster. To solve the murder. Let them go to the demon world. But they're the angels, right? Solving the case. But they're working with something involved with, this is genius, something involved with their case that caused murder. Or a missing child. Do you see where I'm going here? D-Wine, can you help me know my birth chart? I don't know my time of birth, though. It's okay, you good. What sign are you? You're a Pisces? I'll help you out with that. Synthetic frequency. What about Venus and Neptune's? Ah, very good. The first thing I'll tell you about a Pisces. Orb, did you see it? It was faint. They're coming up, dude. They're different. These are different kinds. These are little faint mists. They like what I'm saying. Anyone in my chat room seeing what I'm seeing? You don't have to. I saw something. I'm just telling you. I'm not smoking. There's no dust. I'm just talking here. I'm thinking to this. Interesting. Thank you, Venus. Now, Pisces. When you die, you are buried 6 feet. Feet. And 6. Venus's number is 6 in numerology. She's in Pisces. The Pisces fish rules the feet of your death, or the footage of your camera. Hence, a fisheye lens gives you a globe Earth and round, where a Nikon P900 camera shows you very clear the horizon in the flat plane you live on. So your Pisces is the feet. Defeat. Now, Jay, slow it down. Where are we going here? Before you do any prayer, before you do anything spiritual, you need to understand what made it first. All I'm telling you. Before you read the book on Buddhism and you're curious, it's complex. Because your Buddha had to negotiate with a demon worshiper. However, are all demons bad? What is Monsters, Inc.? Yeah. Hi. Monsters Incorporated? Okay. Making demonic things look very cute and funny. Huh. Dream works. Does your dream work? Did you have a dream? Or was it a nightmare on Elm Street, honey? Crack. Here's your pop culture. Here's your bubble. Where you gonna go? I just took your internet for 5 hours. What you gonna do? I'd freak out. I turned off your fridge for 10 hours. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Badass there. Not my chat rooms, the masses. I flattened your car tires, all of them. And you have to go to work. And if you're late again, you get fired. Yeah, and you need your car today, but I flattened your tires. What you gonna do? I took your cell phone. You can't call a cab. What you gonna do? Anyhow, Neptune and Venus, very good combination. Why is that? Neptune is Poseidon, the Seaman, Aquaman, Great. Now, in your Greek mythology, I believe, Kronos was being naughty and castrated his father Uranus, which means sky in Greek. And from the balls of Uranus that fell into the sea, where Poseidon is, Neptune, Venus came out and destroyed the earth in the process. A lot of bad things happen in cataclysms. Every time you see a painting in classical world, it looks beautiful. Don't get it twisted. When you see a painting of stars as human bodies being just kind of chill, or sometimes a war picture, that's a cataclysm that they saw and decoded it. They use human bodies to tell you, but they show Venus as a female, human female, in the Louvre of France. Are you kidding? They look like you. Who was Pharrell and the Neptunes? The happy guy. The Neptunes. They were big back in the day, in the 2000s, early, right? Why that name? The tune. Tuning. What are you tuning? What kind of energy, what kind of music comes from the ocean? What sound? Crashing, flow. The flow? When I rap, I flow. That comes from the water. Your currency is Neptune. Venus is the debit machine. Deborah, honey. You're playing with her nipples with the keypad. Neptune is giving her the frequency to also take your money and fuck with you. They go both ways. It's a matter of how you know them, how you address them, how you acknowledge them, what's your intent, and they'll visit you, and your life will be a reflection of that. It's as simple as that. Yes or no? Anyhow. Wow. How many years of videos y'all been watching? How many hours you've stayed up to not hear? The most important thing you should be doing is acknowledging your son. Who is your son? Not your child, honey. What made your child? Now, they told you the sun will give you skin cancer and blind you. It's not good for you. You have a solar plexus. In the stomach that requires the light to eat by looking at it when it rises or sets. You can get 2-for-1 deal there. I'm in Iowa. I can get Venus at 5 a.m. in the morning and say hi, and solar gaze and say hi to the sun too, while he blurs out my badass bitch. What y'all been doing? How many of you are astrologers out there? The birth chart reading people who are good at it will tell you to do that and watch the moon and don't blink and just talk to it. No, give me $1,000 and I'll give you an incredible reading. Oh my God, it'll blow your mind. Hey, astrologer, before you do your birth chart reading, did you say praise and thanks to Venus, who made all that? She's in 3 different houses. You want to take this bitch seriously. Now, what is Venus like in Libra? She's not riding no more. She's not a little sexy girl on a bull with the bullocks in your testicles. Here she is in Libra. Now she's a judge. Wow. Interesting. Opposing Aries where the sun rises. And when it sets, the sun has to deal with Venus. And what happens to the sun? You don't know that until you leave your body, honey. That's a great question. Is the sun actually having a good time when it rises and sets? Or is the sun seeing some shit that's fucked up and then seeing great shit and then fucked up shit, like you and I as a kid? So Venus has a father there, or a pimp, Saturn, ruling Libra, opposing the sun. Saturn is the black sun. Your Nazis love that logo. I'm not supporting. I'm just telling you. Before you get mad at dictators, understand their symbols in the astrology. They're all using it. Don't be lazy. Not my chat room, the masses. Now, wow, a judge. Interesting. What? Scales and shit? You go to the bank, it's your balance. In ballet, it's called balance, step from side to side. Balance, French. Balance is your checking and savings, right? Review it again, Jay. Poseidon, Neptune, frequency, the current, currency. The keypad, the body of Venus, technology. Taurus is in there too. The bull, the Taurus fields, red and blue lights. Interesting. And that's just a judge. You can bank on this. Now, slow it down, Jay. How much power does Venus have, is what I'm telling you. An influence. It's infinite. Not only in Libra is she a judge. She's an S&M mistress. Porn star. How do I know that? Let's go to your German porn. Good work. I'm not telling you to watch this stuff, but I do a lot of work, even when I'm fucking up and doing unhealthy shit. Okay? I'm so conscious. I am that conscious, no ego, that even when I'm fucking up and I'm like, oh, I did it again, I'm still making connections and I'm there. I'm not the body. Let's go to German porn. Parental advisory here. If you're, children and all this, relax. Now, your children are a result of porn, by the way. You had sex, right? And I guarantee you, with this missionary, you went all up in that woman when you first met her, and you were freaky with it. Now, all of a sudden, relax. German porn, well, you will see a lot of rituals. You will see black leather, a woman very strong with a big ass, and a stick or a strap on. Pardon me. She'll have an assistant with black leather gloves. There'll be a gargoyle set up. I've seen this. Yeah, porn, of course. Black magic. I know what I'm doing. I know it's okay. But I'm conscious when I'm doing that. I'm not telling you to do that. That's crazy. This is unconscious, right? So there she is, the mistress, kind of looking like a judge, right? And the man's a slave who might get strap-on. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It is what it is. And there's the assistant. And they go at him and do all this thing, and he's licking their feet. What I'm telling you is there's two sides to a judge or Venus in Libra. She's also the mistress, the S&M porn star that will make you lick her boots. Fact. Which you could consider unconscious and dark shit, human trafficking. Okay, we get it. But is there anything more to that? Now let's go to Pisces, in which your vagina smells like fish, women. A lot of your vagina, and you men, when you don't shower down there in the balls and you smell it, it's going to smell like fish. You know that. Even the toughest guy gets all the pussy, will smell like a pussy and fish from sweating. Being a tough guy and being a fucking alpha. And forgetting about who made us alpha. Venus. But of course there's more stars in Venus. I'm just telling you, the rock star is Venus. Fact. She trumps all of them. Somehow. I'm not saying other stars aren't better. Aren't good. I'm just saying, when you look at the work she does, when she's in Pisces, she is selfish. No longer riding a bull. No longer doing the long fucking mistress thing and follow my orders. Now she's in a fish. The mermaid. Now she's Ariel. Better wake up real fast. Because Poseidon is in that cartoon, showing you what I am telling you. The relationship. The trident of Shiva, Poseidon has that. But before Poseidon, Shiva had a trident, chewing gum. What up, Lori Summer? I like your energy. I like this Lori Summer. She's been very consistent with supporting my orb videos, a lot of positive comments. What up, Lori? Much love. If any of you want to like contact me and like talk, you know what I mean, Zoom or some shit, rawzen617@gmail.com. You want to do a live with me? I'd love to get to know all y'all better. If you want to drop what you might know. Anyhow, so my point is this. You become a Buddhist, you become a Hindu, you become a Muslim, a Christian, or a Mennonite, or whatever it is, Amish, to be better, right? To remove yourself, so-called, from like this life you used to have. And that's great. But the life that you used to have is responsible for the religion you are now joining to leave that life. Chat room, did y'all hear me? The life you left that was dark and was challenging is the reason why you have a religion. So you're going to have the same thing visit you even when you are saved, and it's okay, but you have to be aware of that, in my opinion. That's called being fully cooked. Not just, spewing a bunch of things about Buddhism and very good points, things about Hinduism, and you might speak fluent Sanskrit. I don't care. Sanskrit is the language of Venus. And listen, the smoke that comes out of my damn incense and my cigarettes, it makes Arabic writing, Latin writing, it makes hieroglyphics. It all came from the mist, honey. So you're not even a religion. You're not a bloodline. You aren't from a background. You don't have any of that. You've been told that so you could pick a side. They are taking all of the things that nature did to make you, splitting it up into categories, and poisoning you with it. The cortex in the brain, etymology means the bark of a tree. Review. The paper mill, which requires the tree bark, has chemicals in it that poisons the workers and people who can smell it burning to make paper. I've smelt it. It's death. Never mind lung cancer. You get something worse working in that shit. Inhaling that crap? Okay. Why is that legal? How much money you make to have one lung disappear from you? And I'm dumb too, I smoke. I'm just telling you. They took the nature that made the brain to then poison you and have you make paper and not give any credit to what made the fucking tree. What makes a tree? Look at the pattern. Every tree is different. Look at the fucking bark and what is it doing? How did that happen? And it's frozen. It's a frozen orb. How they move in my videos? It's solidified spirit. It's different from up there, but it's still them. You don't need ayahuasca to see it. You can just imagination. Your ayahuasca is imagination. Your imaginary friend when you were a child. What happened to that? How old are they now? They're your age. Can they come to Thanksgiving when you're 40, 50 and all smart and shit and intellectual and well-read? Okay. Damn. So this world that I'm talking about, that is the dark world, the demonic world in which it influenced the Buddha and even Jesus, who are all righteous people. But they were inspired by an unrighteous and sometimes righteous star. Venus is very complicated. She's not just a good... You want to get into it? Look up Inanna. The story of Inanna. For real. She's a badass bitch. She got a temper. She's spiteful. She died and had to be resurrected. So there's a lot going on with that story. Just check it out. So, how did our ancestors know that, and what does it mean? And she's got so many different ways of behaving, right? She killed a mountain because it was too attractive. Inanna. She said, "Oh, this mountain is more beautiful than me. I'm gonna fucking kill it." Jesus Christ! Wow, Venus. She's a killer. But she'll kill nature. She'll kill you, honey. If you don't know her correctly, makes sense to me, right? Jay, what do you mean know her correctly? You must know street people correctly, or they'll crack your fucking skull, take your money, or possibly blast you today. It's not a game. You must know how to speak to street people a certain way, and they'll open up to you. And they might even just be like all positive. After they might have even just shot someone in a gang thing. Okay? I'm not promoting gangs, but that's Venus. Worship. They don't know that. It's okay. Gangbangers, before you load your gun, say thank you, Venus, for making the bullet. Bull and ET. Another orb. Did y'all see it? I didn't light shit. No dust. Did you see? They're moving like popcorns. Is anyone else in here seeing these little sprites that I'm seeing? Just someone write a comment. You don't have to, but I want backing on this because I'm not. I see it. I'm seeing. I mean, I know when it's an orb. You got to be very, very aware though, because they're unique. They're coming like tiny little insects, but they're not. Anyhow, so you know what I'm saying? You have to know how to talk to Venus. What up, Lexa PF49? I got a thumbs up. And why is your name PF4 and a 9? On the dance with your keypad now. This is all smoke now. This is not orbs. I'm just going to be clear. Let's just be clear. I'm not, you know what I mean? I know when it's smoke. Or dust. Okay. I have dusty speakers. There's nothing flying off my fingers. I don't see. I'm just helping y'all out. Your keypad has the letters C and V. Most important combo. Why is that, Jay? You copy and paste, right? You get a link with numbers, all Venus in the screen. You right? Control V, Control C, Control V, and then something on your computer, right? And you have a space bar, but we're already in space. It's a Ouija board. C is Cancer, V is Venus. Not a great combo. You wouldn't really want Venus and Cancer too much. There's a lot going on there. It'd be complicated. It wouldn't be bad, it would just be complicated. Anyhow, but I could be wrong. I don't do birth chart readings. I can't even tell what constellations what really. Mostly I can see Orion, the Big Dipper. I'm not like, oh, that's that one. And some of y'all do that. That's great. I don't do all that. But I can still manifest what they're made of in a life. Show me some hearts if you're with me. Show me some hearts if you're with yourself. Show me some hearts if you're having a hard time with the truth, right? And trying to be righteous because you're always being tempted. The temptations, we're doing that to you in Motown. Okay. Papa was a rolling stone. One heart? Y'all don't love yourselves? It's cool. I'm explaining. There we go. Now it's time for mental orgasms. Papa, or Pope, is the Father, who artistic, in heaven. Constellations are art, made by something not human, not Michelangelo. Papa, Jupiter, etymology is the father. Rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Of course, it's about a certain thing, because my father was the same way. Most men are. However, why are they doing this? Men, look at your balls. They're stones. And they roll with sperm and energy. It's hard to maintain that shit. And woo, it can do a lot to you. That's why you gotta have a good teacher when you're a baby. I needed one for sure. Now, the stone. Well, what is that? Metaphorically. Because I guarantee you, all your favorite rock stars, all your favorite songs you made love to, or you played when you were sad, or to motivate you in the gym, whatever it was, your favorite song is a code. And written by someone who knows more than what you do. Just know that. Even a pop song today with auto-tune, be careful. Okay, it's codes. Now, it's Jay Slow it down. The stone is the Stein. Einstein. Stein means stone in etymology. Sharon Stone, honey. Stone Cold, Steve Austin. Stone Cold. It's an orb. It's a ball. Solidified. It's a version of an orb, but it's a different body now. Because it decided, hey, I want to make that. Simple as that. I want to make a human. Sky. There's some changing of colors here, different temperatures here. You know, be hot and be cold here. You know what I'm saying? 4 seasons there, 1 season there. Sounds pretty accurate to me. It's a creative and destructive thing, though. It will destroy its own creations in the winter. In some places, right? Review. So, the stone relates to Taurus, the rock. Well, how do I know that? Rock in Hebrew is Tsur, T-S-U-R, the czar. Look it up. Rust, mirror word, Hebrew. Tsur, anagram for Taurus, rock, stone. 6, Venus's number, Illuminati. So it's Jupiter with his woman. And he's sending her forth. Coming out of the forehead of Zeus is Athena. The spear shaker, William Shakespeare, got his name from an asteroid, apparently, known as Athena. The spear shaker. Look it up. I'll give you time to do this. It's not about me. It's about we. Now I'm going to be a bit cheeky. Because I'm a Venus sign. I'm going to be a bit cheeky. And before I'm cheeky, I have to be a gentleman. I want to address this. Lori Summer. I asked this out of respect. Your picture looks very joyful. Are you a single woman? Or are you involved? No, I'm asking. That's it. Out of respect. Just asking questions. Going fishing? Like Pisces? I don't know. Why watch a video of someone who is influential, maybe, when you can meet them in any regards? It doesn't have to be about, hey, girl. I'm not doing that right now. I'm just showing you how Venuses get down. I'm asking her if she's single. That's what a Taurus would do. The sex sign. It's not about sex, though. I'm just asking. Asking. Now, will I get my answer is the question. I don't have to. However, the truth is this: the relationships you have with people and the questions they ask you, like what I've asked Loris, is part of the truth and your experience. Right? Taurus bull, ass king. Yeah. So all of your rock stars, before they perform, they should be giving praise to Venus that made the rock the Prudential Rock, the Plymouth Rock. Jay, is your YouTube channel about getting women? No, but I'm single. And when you're enlightened, you share light and you ask questions out of respect. And whatever answer you get, you appreciate the answer or not. You see where I'm going here? Right. So, based on the answer, that'll be astrology. And what sign is Lori Summer? 2088. Why is it 2088? 8 and 8 is 16. Gives you 7. Plus the 2 is the 9. Ooh. This one has all the planets in her number. Pardon me. Mystics. Earth is the only solid planet. Everything else, you can't land on it. To be clear, they're not all planets. It's only one planet, it's Earth. Everything else is acknowledged and should be as a heavenly body. Be clear. It's a difference. You have a lighter, earthly body, fire, heavenly. Anyhow, I was going to do a short video, but I'm seeing y'all coming up in here and giving me energy. So I've said most of what I want to say. But now I'm waiting for a response from the goddess. The response is what builds your expectation and which you should not have. So the response is testing your ability and your strength to respect someone else's strength. Hence why you ask a question. Same thing. Any of you who went to school, you were dating your professor and dating your teachers. You were dating them. You spent far more time with them and studying what they told you than with your partner. Yeah. So you were in a relationship there. Right? Interesting. Relate. Do we relate today? Or is it only, I'm woke, you know what I'm saying? I do this, I do that. And can we just have a regular conversation and ask regular questions to get some esoteric dancing here? Yes or no? So, Lori Summer, what say you? The summer, the sum of all things, the summit, the top of the pyramid, the soma, the drink of marijuana of Shiva, sum, as om, Ophiuchus, O, M. Once again, Mars, Mercury, or the moon. Before you meditate, acknowledge those things. That's all I'm saying. Before you ask someone out or do anything, even I messed up. Said, praise to Venus. Hey, girl, you single? Have fun, right? The conscious person should put themselves in an unconscious situation to prove even more to you they're conscious. And they will stoop down some levels. Maybe it's uncomfortable, maybe it's awkward, to then show you why they're doing this to be even more conscious. Hence, this is why all of your Hindu gods will put themselves through a human body and suffer and come down to a lower place to so-called help us. They didn't have to do that. Vishnu didn't have to be Krishna or Rama. Shiva didn't have to be Hanuman and all the other avatars. Okay? Came down here. Lower level to show a higher one. Now, to be fair, to be honest, I am a fisher king. I am going fishing. I have used social media to look for a Shakti. It's been difficult. Well, why is that? Women today and their experiences, there's a lot going on. A lot of things have happened with men or women, whatever you are. And while you're being woke, there's just these things that just distract, I'm noticing, from achieving a certain goal, which doesn't have to happen. But I believe that we're here to be the negative to the positive. The straight line in the circle, the number 10, the dick in the vagina. Okay. But, hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy. I mean, no offense to Lori in here. Pardon me, am I saying the name wrong? Chronic pains, Loris, I'm sorry. Lori's the same name. Folklore, Loris, glorious, Isis, Ishtar isn't it? Is Venus work? It's everywhere. So now I'm just going to sort of sit here for a minute and just acknowledge my chat room. What say you, chat room? Any thoughts? Anything? Now I'm going to leave it open. You know what I mean? I'm going to sit back and just see what y'all got. Because we're here to share, right? Now, on YouTube, I noticed that when I do this, I don't know if people are skittish, but the comments, you know, it can kind of be a bit tight. Feel free to write whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? But I'm who I am. And I'm whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Sam, I am. Eminem. Interesting. The slogan for Aries is I am. The slogan for Taurus is I have. Look it up. Research. Wow. Why? They have slogans? Pseudoscience, I thought. Nothing there. Right? Anyhow, I think I'm going to end the live now. It's been about an hour and 39 minutes. So, I will say that I'm very grateful for the channel that I have. And rethink your religions. That's all I'm trying to say. Rethink the things that you think that you know and just dissect it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shiva Shakti, Om, the light. Om. Ram, Ram, Saha, Suya, Yanamaha. Om, Chandra, Yanama. Om, Ahum. Vajraguru paid my city. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. There is a slogan for Capricorn. It's I build. Capricorn is the builder. What up, DJ Z? Shalawan. Well, now I might need to stay a little bit longer. I haven't had DJ in a minute. The word slogan, remove the S, is Logan Airport in Boston, and Wolverine's name is Logan. Slow it down, Jay. Slogan. Slow it down. You're welcome, the Sute. Saute is a step in ballet. Did you know that, Sute? Saute is a step, because I dance ballet professionally. Saute, Orb. Om Namah Shivaya for sure. That one was like a snowflake. Did y'all see it? Come on. There's miracles. They're confirming what I'm saying. They're backing me up. They're backing me up, Loris. Summer. They're encouraging me to ask questions. I didn't do it. The devil made me do it. No way. Yeah. DJ. Loghain, Scottish Gaelic word lagan or lagan, meaning hallowed be thy name. Love DJ. DJ is a prime example of what I look forward to. Why is that? This one's a mirror. Our brains are mirrors. It's great. We just reflect and just build. And while a lot of you truthers, you're still side picking and not really sure what you're doing, and you're side picking, and you know what I mean, right? Your truth, this truth, and my version. That's not what it's about. It's about getting better with it and finding those who make you better. Hallowed be thy name is the slogan. Isn't Adam supposed to be hollow? Bill Nye, Elon Musk, and Neil deGrasse Tyson's breakfast? Is it not hollow, an atom? Hallowed be thy name. And then we have Adam, an atom, an atum of Egypt. Venus, again, is there. How do I know that? You're mentioning man name, Adam. You didn't say madam. You're mad at me now. Mad, madam. M-A-D, mama, to Adam makes Shakti Shiva. So Adam needs to have the Shakti. Did you know that? So the atom, why is it hollow? Why is it shallow and invisible? That's the feminine. That's the smoke. It's the orb world. Okay? That's your mama. Making miracles. How does milk manifest in a woman's breast magically once she's pregnant? The milk for the cows, Taurus, again, Venus is doing this to you. In the breast. It's the beast without a B-R. Beast, B-E-A-S-T, the breast. You feed the demon baby. There we go. And then they're enlightened. But first you must remember the dark side before you go to the Buddhist side, Hindu side, Christian, Jew, Islam, whatever you do. Be careful. You're getting a little too cocky with your books. For example, I have a great Muslim friend from Sudan. Very strict Muslim, homophobic, big time homophobe. Okay? We understand that. Really into his Islam, so much that he has to change his schedule so we can pray and come to work on certain days. So he's a very serious spiritual person, right? Okay. What I have noticed, and I've seen him do his meditation, and it's beautiful. And Allah, he goes to the corner of the office, breathes, meditates, closes his eyes, and gives it to God. Great. Give it to Venus. Out at Tariq in Arabic. Okay, there he is. So I'm thinking in my mind, this one is chill. He's humble, right? He's giving it to the creator every day, Allah. But then I see when something doesn't go right, he acts like kind of the opposite. Gets mad, gets opinionated. I believe he sees women a certain way, right? There's a bit of sexism in Islam. Okay. That's also Venus worship, being sexist, because she rules sex and the ist. Ist is Ishtar. Anagram. Where have you been? Not much happening. So what I'm saying is, clearly his prayer and his way of meditating is not really balancing him to be chill and to be of Allah when things don't go right in his mind. It's very upset. However, he's very quick to apologize and to realize it, though. So that's cool. I've noticed that. However, I'm saying that because even if you do yoga, you could be great at yoga. You could have gone to India and met Krishna's cousin. It's cool. Okay, great. You come back here. You got to meet me. I am not, no ego here. I want you to meet me, and we'll see what yoga is, what being a Hindu is. Then I'm going to tell you what I think it is. What is the star of Shakti and Shiva? The Star of David. 2 pyramids. Hi, Israel. Only Israel, by the way. Palestine. It's the same shit, honey. Different expression. Okay. Slow it down, Jay. The Star of David is Shakti and Shiva. Look it up. Okay. You've seen it. The star. What makes that pentagram pattern? Shukra, Venus, her dance. She's the dancer. She's cheeky. Okay? And she will do bad shit while doing good shit too, that you think is just art. Some of that could be a pentagram inverted, used a certain way in the Satanic Church from Venus. You got a problem. And that's ruling you right now. It's called a pentagon. Venus. But not on your side. You can have her on your side. Got to acknowledge her. That's what I'm saying. So what is yoga? Tell me. It means union? Okay. It's true. That's half of it. Keep going. Warrior 1. Cool. Your diet. Okay. Meditation. Breathing. Yeah. Respect for others. Okay. Loving all creatures. I'm still waiting, though. Venus in Hebrew is Noga. Hallelujah. William is Bill. But a why there? It is Venus worship is what yoga is. So your answer, in my opinion, should be Venus. I did my homework. Venus, man. Shukra. And then you get into your dance and you do your thing and you're great. Cool. Do whatever you want. Incense. Go meet someone. You know what I mean? Go to a retreat. You don't need to do any of those things to be spiritual, people. You don't got to go to Thailand, honey. In the jungle. You have it in your back freaking yard, in your apartment. They're called insects and intelligence and light and shit. You might even see an orb if you just slow down. They're there with you too. I will read in a second, pardon me. I'm helping a lot of people that are generic with how they, I would say, might be an arrogant comment, but it's generic today. A lot of you are still medieval, calling astrology paganism and Christianity. What are you going to burn me at the stake too? And take my kids and rape my daughter and take my house and burn it down with the Knights of Templar? What the fuck is this? I can't believe this shit today. It's paganism. Where have you been? Have you read the book? Astrology's all over the place, honey. And in beautiful ways. That are not just random. They're very important phrases of Job 38:31 again. Can you bind the chains of the Pleiades, Venus, a cluster in Taurus? Can you loosen Orion's belt? What does that mean? Can you make orbs come out of his belt? He's got 3 orbs in his belt. They're unique lights in his body. I've seen it. What they're telling you is this. If you have the right frequency with your mouth, you can bring the orb, you can loosen the belt. You've seen them in this video. They're flying everywhere. I have loosened Orion's belt from writing a rap about Venus. No ego here. Fact, you can watch the video. Awakened Teacher shows a supernatural ability. It comes out of the mouth, blah, blah, blah. It's in the 2,000 viewed video with the big hexagram Teflon cube on it. You can see it. It's in there, the link. I've loosened the belt. I figured it out years later. So can you. Or is your belt tight? You a black belt. Did you get beat with a belt when you were a kid? Do you belt it out? Are you Bellus? Beautiful? Bellus? Bull? I'm a nightmare for a lot of your truthers because they don't talk about the dark things in ways that are conscious. They take the dark things and make you fear them. Or you have truthers that don't talk about astrology at all, and they keep talking about the devil symbols. They call them devil symbols and devil horns, but they don't say where it comes from. Here is, I'll say one truther who I know who respects me a little bit too. His name is Mag Bitter Truth. Great videos. He goes into the news. He shows you the codes, the numbers, the Freemasonry, numerology. Very good. He's a flat earther. Very good. However, my only criticism as a brother in truth, he does not break down where these symbols come from. Okay? Just that, oh, devil. And I'm like, oh my God, he must also believe that stars are also devil worships. And what Mag will say is this, is that every star and every flag, every star seen behind Trump, anyone is the fallen angels, not us. I question that. We are related to every single star, fallen, risen, because you're made by a starfish. How do I know that? There are 5 points to a star. Head, 2 arms, and 2 legs, Mag Bitter Truth. Trying to help my homie, who I respect. I watch his videos all the time. And check him out. It's good work. But we have the right to dig. Now I'm going to go to Russian Vids, a homie of mine. I've done a panel with him. He's a cool dude. Very open. You feel me? No disrespect. However, because that one is an OG. That one paved the way for me. Russian Vids, They Live, great channel. Same thing, shows you the fake news, all the symbols, and pardon me, I'll read your comments, I appreciate you. All the fake news stuff, the symbols and the numbers. He's into the Bible. He believes in a literal Jesus Christ, not the Son walking on the water. So I was like, wow. And he's a flat earther, but believes in a literal Christ, and that the Bible is the only way. And even he mentions that every star symbol is the fallen ones, which are the elite. I have some news for you, truthers. You don't go deep enough, honey. You are also a fallen star, boo-boo. Don't give them that much power, honey. That's you. Woo! You just took your power away from you by doing that. You're also a fallen star. Well, how do I know this? Before something becomes a sperm, in a lower part of the universe, this realm, the sperm is made by what? And from where? An electron? Neil? Okay. What makes the electron? Neil. What makes the chemicals that made that thing you said? And what made the chemicals that made the Big Bang so-called? Neil, what's doing that? A creator? Because you remove that. And I understand why. Because of pedophiles. I ain't no pedophile. I ain't no pope. Okay? Truthers who do good videos about fake news. I'm calling you out positively because your viewers are not getting the whole story of what you're calling devil worship and fallen stars. Mag Bitter Truth considers the stars, astrology, as just decoration, and that's it. They're just lights in the sky. That's it. I'm like, Mag, brother. You're missing most of what you should be saying. How are they doing this to us? How are they giving us fake news? And where do these come from? All this shit. Where does it come from? Just the devil people? We're also devils and angels in one body. A lot of you truthers forget this. And if you're religious, relax. Relax. What is the story of Lucifer? Wasn't a bad person, really. Was up there. Was once got along with everybody, right? From what I know. Was pretty cool, right? Lucifer was chill in heaven. But then Adam came. Another visitor. And he was told, Lucifer, you got to kneel to this one. This is the chosen one. Lucifer said, what? I'm not going to kneel to him. I am Lucifer. Okay, ego. Some of you have an ego down here. I am a doctor. I am an athlete. I'm good in bed. I'm a Hindu. I'm a yogi. I'm a vegan. I'm a meat eater. I'm a flat earther. I'm a baller. No, you're not. You're an orb. Shut up. Relax. Even my freaking sweatshirt, this is an orb, honey. Look at the design. You see these in my video. Exactly the same. I've had big ones like this. Where does all this come from? And thank you for your comments. I will scroll. I'm almost done with this rant. Now, Jay, I'm helping those that are going to find other truthers, hopefully see that before you watch that video where it's all about fake news and they're lying to you and they're messing with and they're selling out and they have gender issues, before you do all that, know your astrology and your symbol literacy. Be symbol literate. Old Norse, BR, other. DJ, she attains the hallowed measurement of fluid, 22 liters, 22 bones in the skull. The number pi is 22 divided by 7. You have a 7.53 pH balance and 22 bones in your skull. I blew the minds of every student at University of Iowa by showing them that. And they were all suicidal. Future doctors, lawyers, scientists, nurses, wonderful, but half cooked. I made sure they were cooked. Men, 6, DJ, 5 plus 6. Loot. Mark the spot. Holla, you are. No need, brother. What's already been done, DJ? Astrogeometry everywhere. The who, la map. As above, so below. Bisote, do you think the orbs are connected to plasma energy around us? Yes. It's a plasma flat earth screen TV, not a plasma ball. Show me one design. I'm not mad at you ball earthers, by the way. I never was mad at you. Y'all get mad at me. Even the flat earthers get mad at me how I do it. I'm like, well, then screw both of you. It's ridiculous. Show me one design that you have in your apartment okay, where it's clearly a globe that spins around, and you have to use that to survive in your house. You're not going to really find that. Maybe a fan. All right. But look at my house in the geometry. It's stationary, square, hexahedron, earth in math, square miles, square inches, flat screen TV. These kinds of words shouldn't come up on a globe. Everything should be global. Globe screen TV. It's a flat. Huh? Thank you. I'm the best flat earther because I'm humble and I get to it. It makes sense. You can look up what I'm saying. It's creative. There's nowhere to go with it, really, but to just think, and that's what this should be about, not, I'm better. Da, da, da. What are you doing? Have you heard of the black sheep researcher? His breakdown of words is epic, on par with you. I'll check him out. And you're psychic? I know someone who has a clothing store called Black Sheep in Iowa. He is my homie. This man's got to be about 60-somewhat years old in a wheelchair. Why he's called Black Sheep? Because his family didn't really appreciate him because he was maybe a handicap, a unique individual. Now in a wheelchair, he has his own business. He sells cologne, shirts. He's called Black Sheep. Wow. DJ Womb. Whoop. Oh, hold on. I lost it. Womb Man. Man is the foundation, her strength. DJ Eugenics. Yes, Margaret Sanger and Winston Churchill. Mitochondria squared. Like the grand square of Pegasus. Sute, plasma energy for the creation of atoms. Is an atom actually hollow? Or is a scientist not going deep enough and a little bit ignorant? Watch this. Is wind hollow? I'm going to fucking blow your mind right now, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Is wind hollow? Now, you get it. You see where I'm going. I'm gonna blow Neil deGrasse Tyson's mind right now, and NASA. It's gonna be great because there's no God. Okay, it's cool. So the atom is empty. It's just an empty thing. Whatever. It's just doing something. Okay. Wind, at a certain speed and a certain amount, can blow you backwards and be heavy, but it's empty. Like today, it was windy. I got blown back my little wagon of trash. Psh. Then you get light winds that don't do that. That be an intelligence, Neil deGrasse Tyson's breakfast? Or is it an electron in Einstein's anus? Well, Copernicus did that. The Jesuit. I see loading orbs in the corner of my eyes. Now, do any of you ever see flashes of blue light? They only come when you're in pain. I've noticed this. I've noticed that when my hip, the arthritis is trying to break down, when it's trying to deflate, I kind of like black out and then I'll see little electric shocks. And I'm like, whoa, is that what made me? Is this a blessing then, although it hurts? Is it teaching me who I really am? Electricity. Oh. They fear natural chaos. I think chaos favors no one. It does what it does. DJ, akos can mean because or cause in Welsh, depending on the context. It's also used in Spanish slang for guy. I love this guy. Or dude. Particularly in Puerto Rico, the word akos with ans has multiple. DJ, how did you get your wisdom? Because I'm always asked that. What was your process, bro? DJ, MC squared. Earth, the hexahedron. Right. It is one-dimensional. They like to sneeze a lot then. Miss me, I tell me what's what. DJ is so unique. Okay. It's been 2 hours. A lot has happened. A lot has been said. I've asked some questions. I've got some responses. I'm cool with that. So, asking a woman if she's single, or asking her out on a date, or a man, whatever you are, if you're gay, that's a demonic thing to do. It's a part of the demon process. Think about it. Look at how animals mate. You aren't an animal. You aren't better. You're a higher octave, but just watch. They're very out of control with sex. Chased the rabbit, chasing the girl down and shit, and pinning her down, and she gives up finally, exhausted. In the insect kingdom, it's a bit different. The queen bee will kill the mate once he gives her the semen. She's like, bye. Wow. A bit demonic. Have you ever watched ducks have sex? It's like a gangbang, honey. It's kind of like rape. I always hear this. I've never seen it. I hope I don't see it. But apparently it's very aggressive when they have sex, and it's not beautiful. They don't make love. They just blah. Okay. So asking someone out, going to that world is a bit demonic. Not in a bad way. Where's the angelic? The angelic is the process of getting that mate. But you have to have bait. Like fishing, it's a bit demonic. You're teasing the fish to eat and be healthy and have omega-3 so-called fatty bullshit acids. Leave it alone. The water is its oxygen. When you watch it and then it dies and you eat it, it's the same thing. You're eating a stopped heart. Even the Hindus will tell you this. There's a guy on YouTube right now. Pushapati. A lot of good truth. But he damned vegans. I'm not a vegan. But he's like, vegan is bullshit, man. What you are doing? You get sick, you get skinny, you lose your brain muscle and everything. You need a certain thing. And so what does he say? You should be eating fish. This is a Shiva devotee, by the way. Okay. And Shiva don't eat fish. We know what Shiva be eating. In fact, Shiva doesn't even need to eat. None of them do. Okay. I'm like, wow. Let me get it straight. You're a Hindu, which the whole thing is to be nonviolent, really, all this stuff. But this guy's a martial artist too. But we know we have to defend ourselves. You're all about peace, ahimsa, in yoga, in Hinduism, nonviolence, right? The fish out of the water is violence, right? Okay, you grab the plant, violent, but the plant grows back. Fish don't. It's different. Yes, it is. So he's telling me that if I don't eat fish and get the protein from the fish, the same protein you can get from an almond or walnuts, hi Pushapati, that my brain will lose power. I've been not eating flesh or fish since 2016? 15. I got serious. 15. Nope, I lied. 14. I changed later in that year, and I was like, yeah, I'm stopping this shit. 2014. No meat at all. I have done cheese, yogurt, dairy shit. Same category. I hear you. There's levels to that, though. And if your body is prepared and appreciates death, and you're alchemizing and you eat that, it's a bit different. But a lot of you don't do that. You talk a lot of shit. That might happen. Okay. So this guy is telling me that if I don't eat meat or if I don't eat fish, I'm not going to have brain power. Look at the behavior of a fish. I am not dissing fish. School. This motherfucker in India, I'd love to meet him. I ain't no tough guy. This guy can fight for real and shit like that. He's taught the CIA or some shit in India. He's taught, like, he's a well-known, we good. I'm not trying to battle like that. But, dude, really? Okay. The school of fish, they move the same way. It's beautiful. They just follow, they're called a swallow and swallow. They don't really know how to not deviate from what they're programmed to do. They're kind of like just one way. They're a certain intelligence. But you can't breathe underwater like they can. You're not better. Because you're a higher octave. Wow. You mean to tell me? They call it school for a reason, Pushpati. Telling me I should be eating fish to get brain power. They call it school of fish. When you go to school, they will put you in the same rhythm as the fish move. I'm not dissing fish, but you're highly intelligent than a fish, honey, without eating them. Okay? Look at a fish. Just look at them. I'm not dissing fish. All of them have the same expression. Blub, blub. Blub, blub. Kind of monotone, right? Introverted. That's going to feed my brain? Only? Pushpati. No, I don't think so. You want me to eat something that they're insulting me by above water called school? And they want me to be a mermaid and just follow and then the shark come and get me? And I can't see the shark? You want to get into it? Your most intelligent freaking fish is a dolphin. Should I be eating dolphin? That's against the law, apparently. Like eating an eagle. But the chicken, though, because it can't fly, is the nigger bird. Pushpati. Respect guru. This is a guru, right? This guru also trusts Einstein, quantum physics, particles, the earth is a globe spinning, and that the sun is the center of the universe. This is a guru who's well known in India on many podcasts, who apparently was trained martial arts from a paranormal spirit that visited him with a glowing head, which I believe. And this paranormal guru that he has can take him to different realms and underwater and shit, apparently. Okay. I'd love to see the evidence of that. Show me a video. Oh, your God doesn't like technology? Motherfucker, God made technology, and God should show up in your video. Manifest your guru with the flaming head. I want to see it. I've done the orbs. I've done my part. I want to see your work now, Mr. Fish Guy. You eat the fish, you will think like a school of fish, and you will follow everyone else. You think like nature? Very different up here. With plant life. Very different. Even the seaweed. Underwater. In the sand. At the flat plain. A sand bed can't be a globe. You can't have a sand bed and a globe, Neil. I'm getting so many things done in 2 hours. It's ridiculous. It's easy. Always good vibes back at you. It is my desire to win God, to acquire her sweet pleasure. Michelle Noir. Damn, DJ. Wow. The praying mantis. If I had a hint for you, it would be this. It comes to me, the divine comedy. I thought so. I'm the same way. It's natural for you to have that brain. That makes sense. I love how you're all having fun in here and shit like that, saying bless you. That's what I want in my chat room. That's cool. You're all getting along, you know what I mean? We can have little fights here and there, but mostly, yeah, this is good. The Oracle of Delphi was a dolphin. Yes. DJ, the gut instinct of the herd is the God. What is the source telling you while the world prattles on pointlessly? What gods, what goads, goddess you? What does your spirit require? Well, technically, it doesn't need anything. It just needs the right guidance and translator. because you're all born with amnesia. When you're a baby, you don't know what an orb is. A baby is an orb, honey. Look at the body of a baby. It's nothing but bubbles and swollen. How? The fucking thing should be atrophied and skinny. It's not in a gym. It's in a vagina all 9 months. It comes out muscular and full and round. Jesus Christ. It didn't even really walk or do any crunches and running around. Really, it was just in the belly. You formed here. When you work out, you should be forming yourself. Or you deforming by getting more muscle. And then when I come in with a little bit less muscle, some muscle, and I Jenga your building, not by being a tough guy, I Jenga your building by breaking your mind down. Because that ego and all that protein, right? All that pussy you getting. Okay. Wow. Let me come in the room with you. Let me Jenga that. The toughest motherfucker on the earth is a person in a wheelchair. Homeless. Who smokes. Bad lungs. Keeps living. Keeps rolling. I've seen them out here. I think an orb kind of appeared there, a little one. Something. Okay. I've seen them. Crippled. I know a guy's name is Sticks. His left leg is deteriorating. Got an intense limp like I do. Doesn't give a fuck. Does meth. Well versed in a lot of truth, though. If I talk to him, open-minded, gets everything I'm saying. Understands me very clearly. Homeless with a broken leg. Making it work. Still eating. Looks healthy. You know what I mean? He's making it work. With one leg, yes. What's the movie My Left Foot? You're Daniel Day-Lewis. You're Ray Dong Chong. Day. The word Amazon means one breast in etymology because Artemis, the moon, the art you missed in heaven. Where you women at? Artemis, the huntress, chopped off one of her breasts to make it easier to get the target. Hence, Amazon, in etymology, for some reason, means with one breast. Look it up. So the Amazon people coming to your fucking apartment, don't know this? They are doing the dance of Artemis, honey. They are archers. And your house, the target. Package, target. And they're fish. They're schools of fish. Like the guru told you, eat the fish. And follow me. But blessings. Oh, Om Namah Shivaya. Blessing. Thank you for having me. Thank you. Oh, and they're always so humble at first, right? These gurus. Oh, they're always, you can see it. Oh, they're humble. When they say some shit and I'm like, can I come up in there and dance with you, fish guy? The archer goddess, the one-breasted. Yes. Orbs, voice, intention, vibration, frequency, light, creation. Yes, Sute. They can hear your vibration and they will come depending on how you are vibrating. Not necessarily because you're not being perfect, boo-boo. They will visit you even if you're flawed and you're struggling. As long as you keep going and you're giving thanks to them. They have to come to you. Because they also made, listen, the things that are highly intelligent, that only come for those who are chosen, so-called, like Buddhists and certain Hindu people, also make the demon world. You have to understand that. You cannot be enlightened without the darkness, boo-boo. Now, that's a good place to end. It's getting hot in here. And I'm growing my hair. You know, why not? Showing the baldness, the gray. The old man coming. Father time. Thank you to my chat room. And thank you to Venus. Om Namah Shivaya. And I'll see you all soon.